What's up guys, welcome to another video. This video is going to be slightly different, something I haven't really covered on this channel before. And when I say that, I'm strictly speaking about the genre of the manga that I'm going to be covering today. Now, as you guys probably remember, in the month of October, I was covering some horror manga just to set the mood for that month. So obviously I'm going to cover horror since it's October, right? So since we're in the month of November, I kind of wanted to switch gears, just straying a little bit away from the horror element or the horror manga. And instead, I'm going to be checking out a manga called Haru's Curse. Now you guys can probably already guess from seeing the cover that this is most likely not going to be a horror, but more over something similar or closer to a rom-com or like a romance novel or manga. Now that's partially correct because this isn't really a rom-com. I try to stay away from those because I'm not a huge fan of romance, but
what?
Rest assured, I'll still cover those like various genres on this channel, and I will probably cover a rom-com eventually. I feel like this is a more mature romance novel or manga. I don't know why I keep saying novel. Sorry, I don't want any misunderstandings. This is not a novel. This is a full manga, and it is a single volume edition. As you guys can see here, it's not an omnibus. It's a single volume, and it was not released in separate volumes or anything like that. This is how it was released. This is the initial release, and this is all there is. Now, I wasn't really aware of Haru's Curse for a while now. I just recently found out about it 2 weeks ago. Actually, on one of my free days, I was like, why don't I just go to my local bookstore and see what they have? And this actually caught my eye because it was a thick manga volume, and usually thick manga volumes mean omnibus deluxe editions. So my radar went off immediately when I saw this on the shelf. So as you guys know, I grabbed it, I checked it out, and yeah, it was a single volume manga. I was like, yo, maybe I should cover this. And then I scoped the reviews on my phone, and it actually has some pretty good reviews too, and I was genuinely impressed. So yeah, right there and then I decided this is gonna be it. I'm gonna be covering this manga. Now I'm gonna keep the synopsis of the story fairly simple and straightforward. So the story basically follows this girl you see on the cover, and her sister goes through a tragic incident, unfortunately, and she does not end up surviving. Now, her sister was actually going to be engaged to this man on the other side right here, this guy I'm talking about. She was going to be engaged to him, but unfortunately, due to this certain turn of events, the marriage is obviously not going to happen. So you can kind of see where I'm going here. The girl on the cover here ends up sort of developing some sort of feelings for this dude over here, and he's supposed to be the fiance of her sister that passed away, right? So she feels kind of awkward. She feels kind of weird having a relationship with the guy who's supposed to marry her sister who passed away, you know? So that's kind of the story. I know it sounds kind of like, it may sound a little too bland or like generic on paper, but it's pretty interesting. They have like some pretty cool situations that they get into. Maybe I shouldn't be saying cool, but you know what I'm trying to say is there is some character development, some interesting situations that happen. I thought it's a good read. It's not amazing. It's not groundbreaking. It's not like, yo, you gotta check this manga out now. It's not exactly all that, but it's still something that's good. I enjoyed it. You know, it wasn't a waste of my time. It's worth reading, and it does have some, possibly even some life lessons in it. Maybe some of you guys might learn a thing or two from reading it. I don't know. So now that I got the story and stuff out of the way, I kind of just want to talk about the publishing quality itself. The publisher for this volume is Viz. Nah, I'm just kidding. Not this time. It's not Viz. It's Vertical Comics. Now I have a few manga, I think like 2 or 3 manga that has been published by Vertical Comics, and honestly I don't really have any complaints. Their publishing quality, it's pretty good. It's pretty up there. I don't have any hardcovers, so I can't speak for that. Whatever I do have is paperback, but what I do like about the paperback edition, especially for this volume, is that the cover and the back cover, they actually feel weighted. So like when you open them up and you're reading for long periods of time, the covers don't stay the same way, if you get what I'm saying. Now this was an issue I had with Yokohama Kadaishi Kiko, if you guys have seen that review, where when you're reading the manga volume, the cover actually still stays bent even when you're done reading it. So, and I mean, aside from that, it's kind of a pet peeve of mine, like especially when I'm putting a manga back on the shelf and I see the cover just spring back up again, and it's just, I don't know, it just looks kind of jarring. But aside from that, this edition and publication is top notch. I have pretty much literally no complaints with it. The cover is not a fingerprint magnet, thank God, and it feels good in the hands, it feels good to read. Oh, and before I forget, this volume actually has some colored pages, and they're pretty solid, really good quality too. They're on laminated paper too, it's not regular paper. Now I just want to segue a little bit into a small story that I wanted to share. My experience actually trying to get my hands on this volume. Now there's actually a story behind this. So I ordered this volume online. It came within, I think, a day or two. It came, which was pretty fast. I wasn't expecting that at all. I went outside to pick it up. Now I bought the manga volume alongside another item. To be honest, this was probably my fault. I should have thought about this more. So the other item I bought was it was kind of like liquid. It's a liquid inside glass, and it broke. The bottle broke. I picked up my package outside, completely drenched. It was just soaking. So obviously I'm like, yo, the manga's in here too, so RIP to the manga, dude, you know? Like obviously the manga's gonna be soaked too. So before opening it, I was like, yo, I went on the website, I talked to customer service. Fortunately, they refunded me right away. Honestly, I had no issues getting a refund. So that was pretty dope. But yeah, once I did get the refund, I was like, let's open this up and let's see the damages. Maybe I can salvage this volume. Just maybe I can salvage Haru's curse. And it was actually pretty salvageable. There was like the liquid was on the volume, but I was able to clean it off. The only pages that were actually damaged were near the later half of the manga. Now the volume I'm covering here is actually a replacement volume that I ordered, so I have 2 copies of Haru's Curse. If anyone wants a free copy, yo, just hit me up, bro. Psych. But yeah, guys, that's my story time. There's some other details I left out, but I don't want to bore you guys, so let's just get straight into the main stuff you're here for. So pricing wise, pretty solid, $20-something. $20-something. That's actually pretty decent, especially for like a single volume edition that's like 400 pages. Now, once again, I actually heavily recommend this manga for anyone. If you guys aren't into romance, I'm not a huge fan of romance myself. I still found a lot of things in this manga that I enjoyed, so I think it's worth picking up. Is it amazing? No. Is it groundbreaking? No, but it's a good read. It's not a waste of your time. You get what you pay for, and you got a good time, man. I mean, not everything has to be action, you know? Sometimes you gotta sit back, lay back, and read something relaxing. Once again, thank you for tuning in, guys. We'll be back with more reviews, reactions, whatever, and I appreciate the support. If you guys have suggestions, leave comments down below, and I'll see you on the next one. This is Rich Taku signing off.